Have you ever felt just a bit unsteady getting out of your favourite chair, or noticed that stairs seem steeper than they used to be? What if I told you that the very vitamins you take each morning with good intentions might be quietly robbing you of your leg strength, your balance, and even your independence? Welcome to Golden Years Balance, the channel where we blend wisdom, science, and the lived experience of aging to empower your best life after 60. Today, we uncover a little-known but critically important health hazard hiding in plain sight: 3 common vitamins that, when taken improperly or in excess, can slowly erode your mobility and leg strength. Let's begin. Number 1, the surprising danger of vitamin E, the silent muscle weakener. I've met countless patients over the years who proudly told me they were taking vitamin E for heart health, skin, and longevity. They truly believed it was helping them stay vibrant. But what if I told you that for many older adults, especially those over 60, excessive vitamin E is doing the exact opposite? You see, vitamin E is fat-soluble. That means it doesn't just pass through your body like vitamin C. It stays. It builds up in your liver and soft tissue. And when levels rise too high, especially over 400 IU a day, it begins to interfere with neuromuscular function. The consequences of this can be subtle at first, but they are far from harmless. As vitamin E accumulates in the body, it can create a silent, insidious weakening of the muscles and nervous system, leading to issues that can significantly impact an older adult's quality of life. Let me tell you about Irene. She was 74, active and full of life, but she started having trouble rising from chairs. Her legs felt heavy, and she noticed more bruises on her arms and legs. It was as though her vitality had been slowly drained, and she couldn't understand why. Irene had been taking a high-dose vitamin E supplement daily, believing it was promoting heart health and giving her the energy she needed. After reviewing her supplements, adjusting her intake, and working with her doctor, her strength gradually returned. Her bruising stopped, and most importantly, her ability to move freely without discomfort was restored. Irene had no idea the very pill she thought was preserving her vitality was quietly draining it. Vitamin E in excess can have a significant effect on the body, particularly as we age. In addition to thinning the blood, which increases the risk of bruising and internal bleeding, it also interferes with the normal function of the neuromuscular system. This can lead to reduced muscle strength, poor coordination, and an increased risk of falls. The consequences of these effects can be catastrophic, especially for older adults who may already be dealing with the natural loss of muscle mass and bone density that accompanies aging. Combine this with the blood-thinning effects of vitamin E, and you have a recipe for falls, fractures, and loss of independence. But the issue doesn't end there. As we age, our bodies naturally become less efficient at processing and excreting excess substances. This means that the fat-soluble vitamins, like vitamin E, tend to accumulate more easily than water-soluble vitamins. For older adults, this can be particularly problematic. The liver, which plays a critical role in processing vitamins and minerals, may not function as efficiently as it once did, and as a result, vitamin E can build up in the system. This build-up, which may not cause immediate symptoms, is a slow, hidden danger that many people do not realize until it's too late. What makes this even more alarming is that many people over 60, believing they're doing something good for their health, may be taking excessive doses of vitamin E without consulting their doctor. The recommended daily allowance, RDA, of vitamin E for adults is 15 milligrams, 22.4 IU, and while some people may need a higher dose due to specific health conditions, taking high doses of vitamin E, especially without medical supervision, can be more harmful than beneficial. The general recommendation is to keep your intake of vitamin E under 400 IU a day to avoid any potential risks. But why, you may ask, is this so important for older adults in particular? As we age, our muscles naturally lose mass and strength, a condition known as sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is a major contributor to the frailty that many elderly people experience. As muscle strength diminishes, basic activities of daily living like rising from a chair, walking, or climbing stairs become more challenging. The addition of vitamin E in excessive amounts can worsen these symptoms. Vitamin E impairs neuromuscular coordination, which means that in the worst-case scenario, it can make simple movements feel like monumental tasks. This isn't just theory, it's been backed by research and confirmed in real-life clinical experience. Numerous studies have shown a direct correlation between high doses of vitamin E and increased muscle weakness, impaired coordination, and even higher rates of falls and fractures. One study, for example, showed that people over 60 who took more than the recommended amount of vitamin E were at a significantly higher risk of falling and suffering bone fractures. These findings are consistent with the real-life experiences I've encountered with patients like Irene, who never connected her muscle weakness and balance issues with her daily supplement regimen. It's easy to see how the confusion happens. Vitamin E is widely promoted for its heart-healthy and skin-beautifying benefits. It's found in many multivitamins, antioxidant supplements, and even in skincare products. Many people, especially older adults, take these supplements without realizing the cumulative effect of daily high doses. What starts as a well-intentioned step toward better health can quickly turn into a health hazard. So, if you're taking vitamin E daily without discussing it with your doctor, now is the time to reevaluate. It's essential to recognize that while vitamin E is crucial for certain body functions, it's important to monitor your intake carefully, especially if you're over 60. It's not enough to rely on the marketing claims of supplements. Always talk to your healthcare provider about the vitamins and supplements you're taking. They can help you determine the right dosage for your specific needs and ensure that you're not unknowingly putting your health at risk. The bottom line is this: vitamin E in excess is not a miracle cure for aging. It may seem like a harmless supplement, but when overconsumed, it can quietly undermine your muscle strength and coordination, leaving you more vulnerable to falls and other health issues. By being aware of this hidden danger, you can make more informed decisions about your health and prevent potential harm before it happens. As you age, your body's needs change, and so should your approach to health and wellness. Don't let your good intentions lead you down a dangerous path. Take the time to consult with a healthcare provider and ensure that your supplement regimen is working with your body, not against it. Your health and your independence depend on it. Number 2, vitamin A, weakening bones one dose at a time. Let's talk about vitamin A. Long hailed as a must-have for healthy vision and immune function, vitamin A is another fat-soluble nutrient, and again, that means it accumulates in the body. For most of us, a certain amount of vitamin A is necessary for basic bodily functions like maintaining good eyesight, skin health, and immune defense. However, like most things in life, moderation is key. When consumed in excess, this otherwise beneficial vitamin can start to wreak havoc on your body, particularly when it comes to bone health. In my years of practice, I've seen too many seniors suffer from preventable fractures, hips, wrists, vertebrae, without any major falls. The culprit? Subtle chronic weakening of the bones, accelerated by too much vitamin A. It's a slow and insidious process. The bones may start to feel fragile, as though a minor bump or misstep could send you to the hospital, but it doesn't happen overnight. Over the years, the accumulation of excessive vitamin A can slowly chip away at the integrity of your bones, leading to conditions that increase the risk of fractures, pain, and even immobility. Vitamin A is found in many multivitamins, cod liver oil, and fortified foods. It's easy to assume that since these products are marketed as beneficial to your health, they are somehow always good for you. But if you're not careful, you could be getting 2 to 3 times more vitamin A than your body actually needs. And when that happens, your bones, especially in the legs and hips, become brittle. Muscles ache, fatigue sets in, and simple tasks like walking can become burdensome. The daily activities that once felt like second nature, climbing stairs, bending down to pick up an object, or even carrying groceries, turn into challenges. It's as if your body is slowly betraying you, and the culprit may be lurking in the supplements you've been taking, believing they are helping you. Let's break this down a little further. The body has a built-in mechanism to handle certain nutrients. Water-soluble vitamins, like vitamin C, are quickly excreted through the urine if you have too much of them. But fat-soluble vitamins, including vitamin A, are stored in your liver and fat cells. This means that when you consume more vitamin A than your body needs, it doesn't just go away, it accumulates over time. The result? Chronic toxicity, which can lead to the weakening of bones and the degeneration of muscles. To give you an example, Margaret, a former ballet dancer in her 80s, came to me complaining of sharp bone pain in her legs and hips. She had always prided herself on staying active and fit, but recently evenless movements seemed to cause discomfort. Initially, she thought the pain was just a part of aging, something that everyone had to deal with as they got older. However, when we ran a detailed nutrient panel, we were shocked to discover that her vitamin A levels were sky high. Margaret had been taking a multivitamin every day for years, and she also consumed cod liver oil, believing that these supplements were beneficial for her health. But what we didn't know was that her intake of vitamin A was way beyond what was healthy for her age. After making adjustments to her vitamin A intake, Margaret noticed a dramatic improvement. Her bone pain subsided, her mobility returned. She was even able to start doing some light stretching and walking again, activities that had become painful before. Cutting back on vitamin A made all the difference. Margaret's case isn't unique. I've had countless patients who've unknowingly experienced similar issues. They were simply following advice that was once considered healthy, but as they aged, those same practices were harming them in ways they never expected. This is why awareness is power. We often assume that more of something that's good for us will always be better, but the body doesn't always work that way. It's important to pay attention to the specific needs of body, especially as you age. Too much of a nutrient, no matter how healthy it may seem, can have unintended consequences. For seniors, maintaining bone health is crucial, and it requires a delicate balance of nutrients, including calcium, vitamin D, and even vitamin A. But remember, balance is key. It's about understanding your body's unique needs and not just blindly following general advice. In addition to the adjustments we made to Margaret's vitamin A intake, I also recommended she focus on other aspects of her health that support bone strength, such as weight-bearing exercises and a balanced diet rich in calcium and magnesium. These nutrients work together to maintain bone density and strength, helping to counteract the effects of aging. One common misconception that needs to be addressed is that all supplements are created equal. Many multivitamins and fortified foods contain higher than necessary amounts of certain nutrients, and vitamin A is one of them. In fact, the recommended daily intake of vitamin A for seniors can often be found in these products, but most of us don't need any extra. Some fortified foods and supplements can push your intake well beyond what your body can process, leading to excess storage in the liver and a gradual deterioration of bone health. Another factor that plays into the risk of vitamin A toxicity is the fact that our ability to process nutrients changes with age. As we grow older, our organs, such as the liver and kidneys, don't function as efficiently as they once did. This means that it's easier for the body to become overwhelmed by excessive nutrient intake, especially fat-soluble vitamins like A. It's why seniors need to be especially cautious with their supplementation and consider working closely with their healthcare providers to monitor their nutrient levels. In conclusion, while vitamin A is essential for many bodily functions, it's crucial to be mindful of how much you're consuming. More is not always better, especially when it comes to fat-soluble vitamins. Seniors should be aware of their vitamin A intake, avoid over-supplementing, and make sure to balance their nutrient levels to maintain strong, healthy bones. If you're experiencing unexplained bone pain or fatigue, it may be time to review your nutrient levels and make adjustments. In the case of Margaret, cutting back on vitamin A was a game changer. For many others, it can be just as transformative. The power of awareness, knowing what's right for your body, can make all the difference in maintaining a high quality of life as you age. Number 3, vitamin B6, the numbness you didn't expect. Now here's a real shocker. Vitamin B6 is water-soluble, right? That should make it safe, right? Not so fast. Unlike other water-soluble vitamins, B6 can cause irreversible nerve damage when taken in high doses over time, especially over 100 milligrams per day, a level often found in energy supplements and brain boosters marketed to seniors. We tend to think that because a vitamin is water-soluble, our bodies can handle it with no problem. After all, the body is supposed to flush out excess amounts of these vitamins, right? The excess should just be excreted in urine. But in the case of vitamin B6, the body isn't so forgiving. You see, vitamin B6, while essential for many functions like brain development, nerve function, and the creation of red blood cells, can become toxic when consumed in large quantities. The upper safe limit for B6, according to health guidelines, is around 100 milligrams per day. But the problem lies in the fact that many supplements designed for seniors, particularly those promising cognitive and energy benefits, contain much higher doses than that, and the results can be far worse than you ever expected. The symptoms start small, a tingling in your toes, a bit of numbness, maybe a loss of balance. At first, they might feel like minor annoyances, just a little irritation that you can brush off. Maybe you attributed it to the stress of getting older or the wear and tear of years of work, but slowly that numbness creeps up your legs. You begin to feel disconnected from your feet. It's a subtle, gradual sensation, but it's there. The tingling becomes a constant presence, and soon you might notice that you're unable to feel the floor beneath you the way you once did. And suddenly, the stairs feel unsafe. Walking feels uncertain. You may catch yourself hesitating before stepping onto a curb, unsure whether your foot will land with the stability it used to. Those small, seemingly insignificant moments where you trusted your balance and movement without a second thought now become moments of doubt. Every step feels like a gamble. That's the terrifying nature of the damage caused by vitamin B6 toxicity. It doesn't just affect your nerves, it starts to chip away at your confidence. One of my patients, George, a retired carpenter, came in complaining that he couldn't feel the floor under his feet. For years, George had been taking a daily energy supplement to help keep his energy levels up and maintain his focus. He attributed his numbness and the strange sensation in his feet to something else entirely. He feared it was diabetes. After all, his family had a history of diabetes, and it wasn't unusual for older adults to start experiencing those telltale signs of nerve damage. But after a series of tests, the results came back clear. It wasn't diabetes. It was too much vitamin B6. George had been unknowingly poisoning his own nerves, one daily dose at a time. Even after he stopped the supplement, the damage didn't go away. The numbness lingered. Peripheral neuropathy caused by vitamin B6 toxicity had set in. The nerve fibers in his legs had been damaged by prolonged exposure to the excessive vitamin, and no matter how many times he tried to tell himself it would get better, it didn't. Peripheral neuropathy caused by B6 toxicity is insidious. It attacks your confidence, your safety, and your ability to stay active. The effects are often subtle at first, easily dismissed or overlooked. But as they progress, they can rob you of the very independence you've spent a lifetime building. You may find it more difficult to perform basic tasks like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing for long periods of time. The world around you starts to feel like it's slipping away, and your body's signals become more and more alien. The scariest part? The damage can be permanent. Once the nerve damage occurs, it may not be reversible, even if you stop taking the vitamin. The road back to normalcy is long, and for many, it's not even possible to regain full function. The lingering numbness can become a daily struggle, affecting the quality of life in profound ways. This isn't just a cautionary tale. It's a wake-up call for anyone who's relying on supplements to boost their energy or cognitive function. The danger of vitamin B6 toxicity isn't a rare occurrence. It's happening right now to people just like George, who have no idea that the very thing they trusted to help them feel better is the one thing that's slowly stealing their independence. It's crucial to remember that while vitamins and supplements can be beneficial, they should never replace a balanced diet or be taken without careful consideration. Before reaching for that next bottle of energy pills, ask yourself, is it worth the risk? The numbness you don't expect could be the first sign of a much larger issue, and by then, it may be too late to undo the damage. As we journey through life, one of the most common misconceptions we face is the idea that more is always better. We've been taught to believe that if a little is good, then more must be even better. Whether it's food, exercise, or supplements, many of us fall into the trap of thinking that increasing our intake of a good thing will lead to greater benefits. But when it comes to supplements and our health, this couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, as we age, the risks associated with taking too much of certain supplements can outweigh the benefits, and in some cases it can cause harm. Here's the truth. Just because a supplement is labelled as natural doesn't mean it's automatically safe or without side effects. The phrase natural is often marketed to make us feel comfortable and trust that it's a good choice for our health. However, it's essential to remember that nature can still contain substances that, in excess, are harmful. Many natural supplements are powerful compounds, and our bodies don't always react to them the way we might expect. This is particularly true as we grow older. When we were younger, our bodies could handle certain nutrients, foods, and even supplements with ease. But as we age, our metabolism and the way our bodies process and absorb these nutrients change. What worked when we were 40 might not work at 70. In fact, what once helped us maintain good health may actually cause us harm later in life. Our digestive systems slow down, the efficiency of nutrient absorption decreases, and our kidneys and liver might not filter substances as efficiently. This makes the careful use of supplements more important than ever. So, what do you do now? First and foremost, you need to review every supplement you're currently taking. It's easy to accumulate a collection of pills and powders over the years, especially with all the advertisements and recommendations we see in the media. However, not all of them may be necessary, and some may be working against your health rather than supporting it. Take a moment to sit down and look at the labels on each supplement bottle. How much of each nutrient are you taking, and what is the total amount when you combine all of them? It's easy to forget that some supplements contain similar nutrients, and without realizing it, you could be exceeding the recommended daily intake for certain vitamins or minerals. Next, schedule an appointment with a doctor who specializes in the health needs of older adults. Not all doctors are trained to address the unique health requirements of seniors, so it's crucial to consult with someone who understands the nuances of aging. Ask for a nutrient panel that can provide a detailed assessment of the vitamins and minerals you need and what you may be lacking. This test can help pinpoint areas where you're overdoing it and areas where you may need more. In some cases, taking a supplement might not even be necessary if your diet is already providing the right amount of nutrients. While supplements can play a role in filling in the gaps where your diet might fall short, the safest and most effective way to get your nutrients is still through whole foods. Whole foods are packed with the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants our bodies need, but they also contain fiber, healthy fats, and other compounds that work synergistically to promote overall health. A balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains provides not only the nutrients but also the energy and vitality we need to age gracefully. As you age, it becomes even more important to choose foods that support your body's changing needs. For example, calcium and vitamin D are critical for maintaining bone health, but they work best when consumed together from natural sources like dairy products, leafy greens, and fortified foods. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish and flax seeds are essential for brain health and reducing inflammation. Fiber from whole grains and vegetables is crucial for digestive health and keeping your cholesterol levels in check. By focusing on a nutrient-dense, whole foods-based diet, you'll be giving your body the best possible chance to thrive without relying on a mountain of supplements. If you're not sure where to start, it can be helpful to speak with a nutritionist or dietitian who can help tailor a meal plan that meets your specific needs as you age. They can help you understand which foods are best for your health and help you balance your diet without the need for excessive supplements. Aging is a natural part of life, but it doesn't mean we have to accept declining health as inevitable. The key to staying healthy as we age is understanding that more isn't always better, whether it's supplements, medications, or even the food we eat. By taking a closer look at what we're putting into our bodies and being mindful of the unique needs that come with aging, we can ensure that we're making the best choices for our health. It's time to stop assuming that more pills will lead to better health and start focusing on what truly supports our bodies: healthy whole foods and a careful, thoughtful approach to supplementation. By working with healthcare professionals and paying attention to what our bodies are telling us, we can maintain vitality and well-being long into our golden years. I've had the privilege of walking alongside thousands of patients as they journey through their golden years. Along the way, I've seen both the triumphs and the struggles, what truly works to preserve health and vitality, and what causes harm, often without us realizing it. I've seen patients lose their strength, independence, and zest for life because of simple, well-intentioned habits that over time slowly drain their energy and well-being. What I've learned is this: your health is precious, and your independence even more so. Every small decision you make today shapes the quality of your life tomorrow. And that is why I'm writing this message to you. I've witnessed firsthand how easy it is to slip into routines that feel comfortable or familiar. But sometimes these routines don't serve us as we grow older. Whether it's a dietary choice, an exercise routine, or even the way we manage stress, the things that seem harmless can, over time, erode the very foundation of our health. I want you to understand that it's never too late to ask the questions that matter. It's never too late to challenge the status quo and make meaningful changes that will restore your strength, energy, and peace of mind. You don't have to live in pain, fatigue, or uncertainty. You can take back your power, one decision at a time. It starts with educating yourself, being mindful of the choices you make, and finding the courage to act on what you know is best for your body and mind. Remember, your health is a gift. Don't let anyone or anything take it from you. Take charge now, before it's too late, and reclaim the life you deserve. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Years Balance. By subscribing, you ensure you'll be part of a community that values growth, wisdom, and vitality at every age. You'll have access to more stories, expert insights, and practical advice designed to help you live your best life after 60. Every video is crafted to give you the tools and inspiration you need to thrive, not just survive. Remember, aging is not a decline, but an evolution. With each passing year, you gain more strength, wisdom, and dignity. You've lived through challenges, learned valuable lessons, and built resilience. Now, it's time to continue that evolution and embrace the years ahead with the grace and power that you deserve. Thank you for watching. I hope you feel empowered to take the next step in your journey. Until next time, be kind to your body and even kinder to your future.